Hi, this is Sam Pettit for Kosmic, and I'm here to tell you about the Roland SPD-30 and how it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. So the Roland SPD-30 Octapad is a compact digital percussion pad that's loaded with over 600 different sounds. It's also got the capability of looping, plus one of the things I really like about it is it triggers from acoustic drums as well. The SPD-30 is also quite a handy recording device because it's got MIDI in and out, so you can use the pads on here to either control some of the sounds that are in your computer, or you can use it just to record the great sounds that are already in it. One of the coolest things about the SPD-30 is its ability to loop. And what that means is you can play a musical phrase into it that'll keep going over and over and over until you tell it to stop by hitting a pad, or you can also hook it up with a foot switch to start and stop the loops. And I call that my argument buster, because what you can do is you can take this to the gig and you and your bandmates can agree on what tempo the song is going to be at, and then you can set up a click track to that tempo that you all agree upon and play a musical phrase, be it say some congas or a tambourine or a shaker over the top of it, and instead of being locked into a click track like that, all you're hearing is something musical that you and your bandmates can play along with. And it just means that everybody at the end of the song, they're not going to turn around and go, oh, that felt a bit too fast or it felt a bit too slow. Everyone's on the same page as far as what tempo you're playing. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how quick and easy it is to actually set up a loop in the SPD-30. So as you can hear, I've got the metronome clicking away there at 110 beats per minute, or whatever it is that you wanted to make your song. There's also a tap function in there as well, so if you're sort of playing the song and you want to hear what the tempo is, you can tap along to get the tempo. But for the purpose of this, it's 110 beats per minute and it's just a 1-bar phrase. Again, you can make it a 4-bar phrase or a 5-bar phrase or whatever it is that you want. And I've also got it quantized to 16th notes. So what that means is if I get a little bit out of time, it's going to quantize everything for me and it's going to make it all nice and tight. So anyway, that's going to just keep clicking away there until I actually hit a pad, and then it's going to start recording. So the kit that I've got set up is called Cuban Kit, and it's just got percussion sounds like congas, bongos and cowbells in it. So what I'll do is I'll just talk you through it as I make a little loop here. I'll just count myself in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so what I'm doing now is I can actually add on top of that while that's going. So let's put a cowbell in there. And you'll notice that when I hit it harder or softer, it actually opens up two different sounds because they're all stereo pads in the SPD-30. So let's put some bongos on top. And now what you can actually do is you can switch it over to play mode. So if you wanted to just have that loop going while you practice over the top of it, or while you just, do some mucking around while you're trying to work out what the next part you're going to record is, put it into play mode and you can play along with it. So let's play some timbales or something. You might think, okay, well that's okay, so we'll put it into record mode and we'll put a timbale part over the top. And it's as easy as that. So on the subject of loops, the SPD-30's actually got 3 tracks. So what you could do is you could put down your percussion sounds on one track, and then you could set up another track where you could put some other like drum kit sounds and make yourself a loop, and then you could put some melodic sounds on top of that. The SPD-30 has also got some inbuilt effects on it, so when you've got your loops running, you can actually affect it and you can put some crazy sort of sounds to change it up a little bit, and you can turn them on or off as you're going. I get asked a lot here at Kosmic about triggering. All triggering is taking a vibration from your acoustic drum, sending it through a sensor into your sound module to create a sound on top of your acoustic sound. So as well as having 8 rubber pads on the front here, there's also 4 trigger inputs at the back where you can trigger from acoustic drums, or you can add in some of the Roland mesh or rubber pads as well. So you could have, say, your toms and your cymbals and everything set up on these 8 pads here, and then maybe get like a Roland KD9 bass drum pad or one of the Roland electronic drum pads and make yourself a little mini electronic kit. So the way I like to use the SPD-30 is by having another snare drum off to the left here that's strictly a trigger drum. So not only am I getting the sound of this nice drum, but I'm also getting a hand clap or another snare drum, one of the digital sounds from the SPD-30 layered on top of it. And you can do that with your kick drum, or you could do it with your toms as well. So what I want to demonstrate now is just how well the acoustic triggering works on the SPD-30. So what I've got set up now is I've got a kit that's made in here that's called Afro Beats, and it's got a whole heap of djembes and some crazy sort of world percussion type sounds. And I've got a hand clap going on the snare drum here, so I'm just going to record something and just show you how well it works and how effective it can be. So thanks for spending some time with me in the Roland SPD-30. As you can see, it's perfect for the gigging musician. It's nice and compact. It's got hundreds of sounds in there that you're never going to actually carry with you to the gig, so it's great for that. The triggering on it is probably the best I've ever seen, as far as it's nice and sensitive. It picks up every one of your notes and it doesn't double trigger. And plus, having the looping function on it is a godsend, because you're not going to slow down, you're not going to speed up anymore at your gigs, and you're not going to have any more of those arguments with your guitarist or your bass player. So if you'd like any more information about the Roland SPD-30, come down and see myself or any of the guys at Kosmic in Osborne Park or Kosmic Cannington, or if you'd like to buy it, head to our online store at www.kosmic.com.au. Thanks again.